darn it. You know, my concept, brothers. Okay, no other trade though for me. Today's currently December 22nd, 2025. Always be yourself when someone overlooks you or doesn't see potential within you. They rather sneak this you than to get to know you. Elevation was part of your vision they couldn't relate to. Confidence started within. You know, they would never understand that boundaries is different. When you understood you was in competition with someone that didn't understand self-control when it came to discipline. How they want to discourage you because you understood right from wrong. Even understand that, hold on one second, you were trying to mislead yourself wrong. You had to heal a woman they couldn't relate to. Hold on one second, and walk a day in your shoes. Didn't have to get physical with folks that try to disrespect you, but they trying to throw for me. Even when they want you got a character disrespect you. How you had folks in different tax bracket throwing you spoke in a toxic way, trying to confuse you. At the end, they would spoke. Hold on one second, because they didn't want you to understand and balance when it comes to acknowledging your worth, that you are worthy. You know, self-love hits different when it comes to self-control. Was never competing. Motivation hits different every single day, showing up for yourself. They would never understand that practice made perfect. No other trade on me. Always be yourself, but no one listen to this, and I say that respectfully. You know, to the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I truly hope all is well in your end, and I say that respectfully. Gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. I would never hurt myself regardless to who has me shadow banned or who's gang stalking or threatening my life. And I say that respectfully. Man, woman, child, elderly, or couple, and I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself, and it's not a crime to be authentic. And the same purpose is only. No, that's a check on me. You have the money, but within the money, has been decided to say, you know what? You know, the year's about to end or whatever the case may be. You know, I want a little snack. No, that's a check on me. I want to change my diet before I start my newer freshman, diet training and detoxing all types of behavior. No other check on me. When you say, you know what, this year gonna be a new year for me. I'm gonna start off right at the end of the day. But by the end of the year, you know, I'm gonna put a little couple of things that ain't gotta be in my vocabulary. Nothing changed on me when you realize that. Hold on one second. The weight that you about to gain is gonna rewrite with your whole trade throw when it comes to your own pain. How you do that, jackass? I don't know. You know, you decide to eat foods at the end of the day that, you know, you don't normally consume, but you said at the end of the year, why not put a little, you know, chinny chow, you know, Chinese food, little pizza in your little digestive system, you know. You gonna work your figure out at the end of the day. You gonna make it make sense. Cause you look good. It's the strength of me, big, small. It's the strength of me. Don't tell me a lie. No, but real. When you realize at the end of the day, the end of the year is coming approaching, and you realize you didn't have certain snacks and food in your digestive system, and you've been craving it or whatever the case may be, and you realize that, you know what, you got a little couple of dollars to make sure you put it into your, you know, your digestive system, and you know you're gonna kick that little couple of pounds off or whatever the case may be. You're gonna do yourself right. Here's the strength on me. Here's the strength on me. When you realize that the end of the year is coming and the new year started, what workout plan have I started? It's the check on me. Summertime right to be right around the corner too. Oh, you know, my content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. You know, gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. I would never hurt myself regardless was gang stalking me or what man, woman, child, or elderly or adult, man or woman today is threatening my life. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. You caught your energy back. You caught your energy back. Call your energy back. Loving yourself, the better yourself. Hold on 1 second. Was it just 1, 2, 3, or 4 when folks look at you like competition? Only was you wasn't trying to make yourself a hesitation. You know, dimming your light to discourage yourself. They would never understand accountability has different. The motivation, hold on 1 second, choosing yourself. You know that ignition is different when God is showing you why you overcame that tunnel vision to understand you. You know, hold on 1 second, the light was always within you. They would never understand it wasn't competition when God was giving you favor at the end of the day. Didn't have to worship the devil. They would never understand that. Hold on 1 second. Our tax bracket wasn't the same. Far from a hey, they would never understand. Hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to project myself to project pain. You know, gang stalking is real to your household. And you're not doing it for likes and views and clout chasing or fame. Individuals will hack your devices, your accounts, your emails, monitor your every move. They will reroute your phone calls. They will reveal your packages, your mail, or even at the end of the day, throw in the trash. So they can paint you out to be at the end of the day a crash out. They want you to be in a monster, to being delusional, paranoid. They want you to be in a monster, not elevate when it comes to prospering. Imagine calling your energy back because someone want the energy harvest off your energy, but they was in the background trying to discourage you, to ruin your reputation, all because you understood potential. Hold on one second, going with it, being your biggest cheerleader of yourself. They would never understand that was God's plan, emotionally available. Now the trade told me when God chose you. I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Love is rare, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. Where do you start when you come with real love? The unconditional love allows you to heal love. Not taking your kindness or weakness. Someone wasn't trying to play mom manipulation games with you when it come to, hold on one second, actually having potential. Someone wasn't trying to project, insecurity issues towards you. Someone's trying to have their cake and eat it too. When someone truly was showing you whole okay, they didn't have to get physical. That LOVE that said it wasn't real, but who would have knew at the end of the day time will allow you to heal? Love is rare, love is one of a kind, but the right one truly for you. It was the end and understanding new beginnings, a future someone truly relatable to you. At the end of the day, didn't have to pretend. Who would have knew that your love of your life at the end of the day would truly be praying for you? Y'all on the same page, being emotionally available. Hold on one second, someone's misleading you. Someone didn't have to have a hand problem, do you wrong, get physical. Someone want to protect your heart, let alone fix your crown, because they actually know at the end of the day, God wasn't misleading them. When that right person walks into your life, they didn't have to pretend. They didn't have to manipulate God to understand that, hold on one second, we was on the same page when it comes to a vision. Someone's actually saying what they meant, what they said, what they meant, because actions spoke loud and words allow you to heal. How true love allowed you to feel that, hold on one second, someone's really keeping it real. Someone brought balance into your life when it came to peace. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments, that energy is different. How someone was operating out of real love, not hate, jealousy, or envy, or competition. It wasn't a hesitation when it comes to someone trying to fumble you, let alone distract you, let alone stop you from growing at the end of the day, because they was your biggest cheerleader up close, a person behind closed doors. They wasn't trying to rob you. Hold on one second, have that attention. Mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. They have to dibble and dabble with sport to get your time and day to rob you. That ain't just different. Because when it comes to true love, you can't buy that. Because you got to be on the same page at the end of the day with someone that's truly having that. Someone that's willing to heal, to understand the future could truly be real. Someone to actually communicate, not to be mentally unstable. How that person that projected on you that you was crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded, all because, hold on one second, you took a chance on LOV only for someone to dish you, to sweat you at the end of the day. They trying to spin the block, but God said, no, not another day. It be the train of thought for me. How folks think that you're better than somebody bougie, all because you understood potential hits different when it comes to motivation. Hold on one second, God don't like ugly. Because you chose you, not to them your life. Someone had time and date at the end of the day treat you right, but they couldn't actually mean what they say. They was wearing a mask. They wanted to sneak this shoe, trying to paint you out to be the villain of their story, all because, hold on one second, they want to be comfortable in their own skin, but it's too late. No, the shape of me, that ain't miserable. How this type of stuff actually happens. How folks would take your kindness or weakness and try to paint you to be the villain of their story because you knew that true love could truly last with the right person with the right potential. Only was to hold on one second, you wasn't trying to have trust issues. But your past living your reality today, so far from being insecure, they would never understand that the right person walked into your life to love you properly. Only was to hold on one second, God then tell a lie when the devil try to stop you. Because when the devil or the enemy, when they see that you can be happy with self and growth and maturing, when someone walks into your life, sees you, has you, and prays for you, you'll be so surprised who's plotting on that relationship for it to be a downfall. Only as you know how to communicate, not to do someone wrong. You're a good person. You're a good person. A beautiful heart. All the trials and tribulations that you've been through in your journey, at the end of the day, multiple of them, and only for you to still have a heart. And only for you to be invested at the end of the day. Not just yourself, but someone sweet and have to project pain. Y'all on the same page. Now, here's a check of me. My cousin was, okay, I gotta go. Always be yourself, but no misconceptions. Gang stalking is real. You don't have to know individuals for them to monitor your every move, hack your device, your accounts, your emails, and try to blackmail you against you. They will have a hate group monitoring your every move, trying to discourage you to project fear in you. Let me tell you something, and I say this respectfully. Can nobody ever trick you out your spot? If you stop choosing you, God still puts you on hold. Because God will never overlook at the end of the day. Truth be told. It's within you when it comes to being authentic, a blueprint they can't strip away from you at the end of the day. Regardless, they trying to paint you out to be the villain in their story. Certain folk wasn't supposed to see who you truly was, and I said it respectfully, but you was far from fake. Because you never had to switch up when it come to having a heart, even on your rainy days, but you're past living your reality today. That was the flex, but it was truly your win, because you was on God's team. They would never understand. Hold on one second. Unconditional love started within. A win for a win. It was never competition. Folks will be competing with you because you know how to be authentic. They be so inspired by you, but they swear that up and down that they know you. All because, hold on one second, you understood why your world went around. How they try to be like you, but they would never put respect on your name when you didn't have to get physical. They would antagonize you, disrespect you, do certain things with malicious intentions. Only runs the hold on one second. You was far from a knockoff. It be the train of thought from at the end of the day when you understood right from wrong. You know, the innocent person that's authentic. Certain folks said that you whack and you corny, but you truly had potential and you was never the issue. They said that you got mommy and daddy issues, but loving yourself, that confidence is different. Looking at yourself in the mirror to understand the hold on one second. God didn't like ugly because God chose me. God allowed me to see why I was willing to overcome the pain. Hold on one second. Far from being insecure when someone's trying to project it on you to do you wrong. It be the train of thought for me. How you choose yourself, understand unconditional love. It was never for cloud chasing or fame. They would never understand at the end of the day. Hold on one second. God was not misleading you wrong. You know, my content is not for everyone. You know, gang stalking is real. I would never hurt myself. Regardless of what man, woman, child, couple, or elderly is threatening my life or who's plotting against me. And I say that respectfully. I never signed up for someone's one-sided ass contract. They say that you're not paying attention. You're low. Hold on one second. They can't wait to size you up to put you in a box at the end of the day when you was never competing. They want to shortchange your mental when it comes to your growth. They want to energy harvest off your energy so they could truly be woke. But they truly mentally dead at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. Because anybody in the right mind that's truly real at the end of the day, they ain't got a dibble and dabble with spoke on their worst day. And I say that respectfully to kick the next person down. Hold on one second. Ain't a wrong or crime at the end of the day to be a truth teller when you ain't running from your past, not take accountability for your acts at the end of the day. How certain folks in different tax bracket talking about you slow, stupid, and retarded BITCH that you need a straight body jacket and going to the hospital, but that was never the case. How you trying to project someone on somebody at the end of the day, but you out here doing shit with malicious intentions. You out here energy harvesting off someone's energy and then call yourself a real one at the end of the day, but you truly fake with no potential. Hold on one sec, you ain't got no potential when it comes to being authentic. What happened to your personality? It's your train of thought for me. You see someone walking alone. You see someone carrying themselves at the end of the day, regardless what they got going on in the background to do you wrong. But you was quick to take someone's kindness or weakness, stereotype an innocent person, or because they wasn't trying to do in between at the end they fake. Hold on one second when it came to your excuses. No, the trade off of me. How individuals with disrespect you, talk about your voice ain't irrelevant. But when the right people walk into your life, it was far from pretending. That flex is different. They actually cheering you on, up close in person, behind closed doors. They had the dibble and dabble supposed to do you wrong. They was far from being part of the hate group. They had the jealousy and envy and hate within them when it came to relating to you. That energy is different. They're mad, they tax bracket. And I say that respectfully even on a rainy day. No, the trade those me. The girls that came from poverty and pain. I gotta go. You know, gang stalking is real to your household. And you ain't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. I would never hurt myself regardless who's trying to blackmail me or trying to dim my light. You can't dim somebody's light when they understood right from right. You know right from right, something that you can relate to. Hold on one second, knowing your rights. If you actually knew, hold on one second, what common sense looks like up close in person, at the end that you wouldn't pretend. You would truly be authentic, but hold on one second, you didn't know how to step for yourself when it came to your reflection. How you trying to take someone else's personality, but you can't put respect on the name. Hold on one second, someone's blueprint. How you sitting and taking notes for months and years at a time at the end of the day, trying to destiny swipe, but hold on one second, God truly showed them that they fall back. No, that's a trade off of me. You know, because when God picks his baby up, her baby up, you know, that love hits different. Because they restore their baby every season. Motivation hits different. Hold on 1 second. Everybody doesn't have the same swag. Hold on 1 second. We all wasn't pretending. No, being authentic. No, for real, for real. I gotta go. Oh, you be yourself. You know, when it comes to gang stalking, individuals will act like they know you. They will put you in part of conversations at the end of the day to ruin you as an individual or to ruin your image or to try to blackmail you against you or even set you up. How this type of stuff actually happens. They'll monitor your every move from point A to Z. They will hack your devices, your accounts, your emails. They reroute your phone calls. And they be the same people at the end of the day that you think you're on the phone with customer service, like when you call a Pacific department or a Pacific company, you'd be so surprised who you're really talking to. The people that's really gang stalking you. How they monitor your every move when it comes to your food, how your digestive is set up, what you just drunk, your intake, and they would try to poison you too. You know, they would even project sport towards people that's trying to come towards you to paint you to be the villain in their story or to paint you to be that you're not authentic, how you a copycat. When you fall from a hater, you know how to put respect on your neighbor's name at the end of the day. You never had to pretend to be authentic. It be just trying to throw for me because you fall from a hater. Did I say that already? No, that's a trade throw me. No, for real. You know, my content is not for everyone. It's not. I would never hurt myself regardless of trying to blackmail me at the end of the day. Individuals will make money off you, disrespect you, call you a bum, bitch, and all types of stuff at the end of the day. And then when you speak up for yourself because someone disrespected you, because someone decided to take your kindness or weakness, now you're the wrong person. You're the villain. But your voice does matter to people that don't look at you like competition. Your voice does matter to people that don't dibble and down with sport or magic at the end of the day to kick you down. Your voice does matter to people who don't have to gang up in groups of hate groups or gang stalking groups in the day to kick you down. And I say that respectfully. You know, my content is not for everybody. Individuals will threaten your life, disrespect you, and because they work together within the community at the end of the day, or within a zip code or a county at the end of the day, they're going to try to paint you to be mentally unstable. You know, when you walked in that room, they made you feel invisible. They said at the end of you talking to yourself, but hold on 1 second, you was far from a criminal. You knew how to take accountability for your action when it come to your past. That energy is different. They will never understand how your future could truly last. Unconditional or balance, continue to blossom butterfly. They would never understand it was not just about getting fly. That was just a plus at the end of the day. You know, that just truly allowed you to see that, hold on 1 second, authenticity always started within. Hold on 1 second, likes and views and clout chasing the fame. Hold on 1 second, it was never that type of point of view, especially when you understood how to love you. When you look in the reflection, look in the mirror at the end of the day, I choose not to overlook me. So whoever's discouraging me, whoever's trying to not cheer me on, whoever doesn't see my worth when it comes to my growth, that's okay, because as long as I see at the end of the day my balance, I understood I was worthy. Regardless to hold on 1 second, who had to throw spoke in a toxic way, dibbling and dab with magic. Hold on 1 second when it came to the hate train. You know, that warlock, that terror, that karmic, that witch, that doctor, you know, that practitioner. You put a name in your book when it comes to that group, the coven, the cocoa, whatever the case may be. You know, I got a speech problem, but you know what I'm saying. It be the train of thought for me. Never get discouraged because someone wants to compete. Hold on 1 second, try to ruin your reputation. They said we ain't in competition, but they sit there and monitor your every move. But they took them out, they so real, but trying to confuse you. But they not watching, but they the biggest bully of them all at the end of the day. Trying to ruin your reputation, think shit is so funny. All because, hold on 1 second, you understood your reflection. We ain't the same. Loving yourself is not a crime. And gang stalking is real to your household. And you're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. I'm Naya, genuine respect. And it's not a crime to be authentic. And I say that respectfully. I am far from an addict and I'm far from a sex worker. And I would never hurt myself. And I say that respectfully. Regardless to what man or woman is threatening my life, or a child or couple is threatening my life. And I say that respectfully. I do not live in fear. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. They thought the lights wasn't on, but God is always home. They would never understand the end day. All God had to do was spin the block to catch his baby before she heat or falls. At the end of the day, they would never know how God is moving discreet when God revealed the devil on the enemy. We on two different levels. You know, you want a low vibrational frequency. You can't keep up with me. I'm too high vibrational for you. You try to disrespect me at the end of the day, try to ruin my independence because I know how to treat myself right. Hold on 1 second. When you trying to get your life together, regardless, you came from poverty and pain. It takes steps. Hold on 1 second. I was never part of nobody's race. I had to choose me first to understand what healing looks like first to oppose the person, but I still knew how to respect my neighbor. I may not make sense to the average person at the end of the day, but hold on 1 second. I never looked at my neighbor like competition. They said, Joack in your corner, you were nobody. They said, Joack in your corner, you were nobody. Damn. The devil damn sure was watching. The enemy was preserving their time at the end. They trying to energy harvest, trying to get me out of character, to pay me out to be a crasher because they was waiting for my downfall. But I keep still choosing myself even when they lying on my name. It be the truth all for me. I'm just not a number at the end of the day. I'm God's baby. I ain't have to dibble and dab with sport to go tick for tack with somebody's baby. But I still know how to respect someone's child, and I say that respectfully. Hello. It be the truth all for me. How will you know how to respect your neighbor? They still trying to find something at the end of the day. Trying to rob you when it come to being, hold on 1 second, woke because you understood growth is different. It was never competition. You know, loving yourself. They monitoring your every move to find out if the spell work is actually work when you have to get physical with folks. It be chicks and dudes older than you, couples or children, elderly, whatever the case may be, watching your every move. Like, hold on 1 second, you mean to tell me at the end of the day, I'm challenging you every day to become your best self, visiting yourself, and you ain't overlooking you? That's not what they doing. They want you to be a crasher. They want you to be in a mindset of being mentally unstable. They want to be able to control the narrative, like they said at the end of the day. You start trouble. You aggressive. You're disrespectful. Just shut the fuck up. No. When God doesn't mislead his child, God gave his child the strength to speak. They would never understand how. I don't mean to be rude or disrespectful to my elders, but I said respectfully. I ain't out here hurting people, and I said respectfully. Or let alone myself. I ain't gotta get violent to make sense at the end of the day. Being authentic, my story never switched up. It be the train of thought for me. How you didn't have to be book smart, street smart to have common sense. Everybody had that part in their journey at the end of the day when they slipped. To realize to hold on 1 second, right from wrong. Certain folks ain't supposed to be in my life to do me wrong. Especially when I got a heart at the end of the day. I ain't gonna take my own kindness or weakness, but hold on 1 second. I understood what pain felt like up close in person, but I wasn't trying to relapse at the end of the day when it comes to someone's fake feelings. I'm now age and you'll never expect it. I would never hurt myself. When God closed certain doors in your life, I'm gonna say this. No mother or father should lose their child. And nobody should be plotting against somebody's child, regardless if someone's a single family household or not. Someone is not dealing with their past anymore. It should be no reason why someone's past is taking notes on what someone got going on today if you're talking about you're so at peace with yourself. It'd be the same thought for me how you send a spell to someone, trying to ruin someone's reputation, trying to paint a mask over someone's face at the end of the day so they won't see someone's light when it comes to someone having a heart. Then you behind the scene plotting a hate crime, trying to rob somebody mentally, spiritually, financially. Hold on 1 second. Damn, the devil was telling so many lies. You try to kick the innocent person down because they understood their self-love is different. It bothers your mental because you hold on 1 second, you was competing. You didn't like the fact that someone loved themselves. You was quick to say that you thought someone was better than themselves at the end of the day. All because they knew how to respect you. You knew how to use them, abuse them physically, emotionally. Hold on 1 second. Try to energy, harvest off their energy, but it was convenient for you. All because that's what could relate to you at the end of the day till they start pulling their energy away. Now you mad. Now you feel so uncomfortable in your own skin because someone actually knew how to walk away when it came to common sense, not lack of self-control when it came to discipline. You want to disrespect somebody, how long they going to continue to deal with that type of lack of control? And I say that respectfully, we ain't trying to lose control. How an individual will take your kindness or weakness and then paint you out to be the villain of their story because you're wrong for walking away. Because they want to control the narrative to rob you mentally, spiritually, and financially. They will have people that you don't even have to know, like your neighbors in different tax brackets, monitoring your every move just to keep tabs on you at the end of the day. How this type of stuff happens when it comes to gang stalking. No mother or father should have to get a phone call because a child was part of a hate group, or a child was part of domestic violence, or a child was part of a homicide at the end of the day. Because someone lacks self-control and discipline. No mother or father should have their child stripped away from them because someone wants to make a mother and father look like they're unfit parents. And when parents show up for their children, they show up for their child. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, even sick days. They wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame when they said they loved the reflection of them. They wasn't trying to be their child's friend. They let their child know that they had a safe place in the right person's arm. That is just different. My content is not for everybody. I would never hurt myself regardless who's trying to blackmail me or who's gang stalking me or monitor my every move. And I'm far from a hater in regards to what your tax bracket is. What practice makes perfect. I may not be irrelevant when it comes to being authentic to you. Because something that you're not used to someone keeping the real hold on 1 second, I ain't have to switch up at the end of the day. I understood my reflection. Authenticity hits different. I was never in competition with my neighbor when they understand their own rejection. It be the shit of thought for me how folks want you to dim your light when it comes to your faith. But never get discouraged, and I say respectfully because of the fake. You can have more than somebody or less than somebody. Individual be such a hater, trying to ruin your life. I would never hurt myself regardless trying to plot to make me homeless or rob me mentally, spiritually, or financially. And I say that respectfully because I put it in my Heavenly Mother, Father God's hands, regardless of what zip code, county, country, or continent. I say that respectfully. I do not live in fear. They said that you whack in your corner, you were nobody. Ain't nobody listening. You talking to yourself at the end of the day. Damn. Once you stop at the end of the day, we behind the scenes making sure you don't elevate the end of the day. We just doing that so you can just shut up. Wow. When certain folks want you to be quiet, they try to put a price by your name, but hold on 1 second, the devil's telling so many lies. When your story never had to switch up because you wasn't running from your reflection. Never allow the devil or the enemy to discourage you. And I said it respectfully, it's far from being a snitch. Because at the end of the day, a real parent that prays for their child will want them to speak for themselves too. Not live in fear. I'm far from a hater. And I'm not here genuine love respect. And I would never hurt myself. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. You are loved and respected by all the right people that's truly for you. Individuals that's not having you under illusion spell work. Individuals that's not energy harvesting off your energy. Individuals that's not disrespecting you with malicious intentions. When you got the right people around you, they want you to prosper in life. When you got the right people around you, they don't got a hate group going against you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Never allow a man or woman to make you feel like you gotta live in fear or your voice does not matter because they decide to take your kindness or weakness and they threatened you that nobody will ever believe you. My content is not for everyone. Gang stalking is real. It's currently 1:03 p.m. and it's currently December 22nd, 25. Gang stalking is real. These individuals will hack your devices, your accounts, your emails, monitor your packages, your mail, reroute your phone calls, even your mail, then they will even throw your mail in the trash. How this type of stuff actually happens. So they will act like you received it when you never did. They will even act like they know you at the day when they don't. Always be yourself. They can't wait for you to be a crash or say quit to label you because they was already plotting on you when it comes to your reflection. Hold on 1 second. How a point of view was truly not the same. Far from a hater. Gotta go. Always be yourself. Gang stalking is real to your household. When it comes to gang stalking, these individuals hack your devices. They will want to distract you from not speaking up. But your voice does matter, and I say it respectfully. I do not live in fear, and I would never hurt myself. If you're an entrepreneur or a content creator or not at the end of the day, never allow someone that knows individuals that see potential within you and they know individuals that work in different departments in the day, make you feel less of a person choosing yourself. And I say it respectfully. Never stop showing up for you. Never stop loving yourself. Never stop allowing you to smile. And especially something that brings you happiness. And I say that respectfully, it doesn't matter what it is. And especially when you don't got malicious intentions. You know, my content is not for everybody. But this type of stuff actually happens. How folks want you to lose your drive when it comes to motivating yourself. They want you to lose the spark when it comes to a dream that was within you. It's not on you, it's within you. Or you got a spark that's in you that you see something that they can't relate to. A vision that was only given to you. And they want you to stop prospering because you was willing to choose you. And it was never about cloud chasing or likes and views or whatever the case may be when you spoke about who you was or what you got going on at the end of the day. Because when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you, and they don't look at you like competition. And I say that respectfully. To the genuine ones, never give up on yourself. Love is rare, love is one of a kind. You sure enough chose you. You know, it started with Monday. Self-love is different. You didn't need validation for folks that didn't understand you, they don't respect you. Tuesday, what a wish fulfillment at the end of the day. Still working on your soul control. They would never understand at the end of the day. Please don't antagonize you because you put it in God's hands when you ain't got to get physical. Because you ain't trying to be behind someone's bars, and you say that respectfully. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, motivation day, every single day. They would never understand how Thursday allows you to feel that you was only in the middle of the week to realize the whole 1 second you still was willing to choose you. How Friday allowed you to see that you are worthy. Unconditional love allows you to feel that whole 1 second it started within. You are worthy when they gave up on you. You are worthy when they know how to respect you, love you, protect you. You poured into the wrong cup, but just know at the end of the day, you very so much thankful that you didn't lose you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, wow. Who would have knew how Saturday approached? You know, you fall from a hater. We all ain't the same, neighbor. Sunday, hold on 1 second. That wish fulfillment, not giving up on yourself, but understanding the light that was within you, allow you to see why you was truly a blessing at the end of the day when you ain't have to get physical. No, I gotta go. Always be yourself with no molesting intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Never give up on yourself because someone doesn't see you. Or someone's trying to dim your light when it comes to having faith or hope. Never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. I am my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. I don't push God on nobody, but when God sends the right people into your life, they're far from haters. They see you, they hear you, they respect you with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. They act in their body weight and have their shoe size, regardless if they from poverty and pain, regardless if their household was a single family household or not. At the end of the day, they was truly cheering you on, and they not for you. At the end, they ain't trying to destroy your name. And if they truly not for you, at the end of the day, if they truly not for you at the end of the day, they don't got Dylan that was supposed to be part of a hate group. No, for real, they know how to think for themselves. They ain't like you. Hater. You know, my content is not for everybody. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and today's currently December 22nd, 2025. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. No, entertain don't be entertain purpose only. You've been big sing when the holiday time come around, and you start kicking it with somebody new. No, that's no trade on. What's wrong with people? You stupid. You fool. I never understood this bully shit them day. When you big singer, you come across, people who are cheaters and manipulators and people who ain't got class. That's the trade though, man. I understand if you've been through some pain, but goddamn, be on the same page. I never understood this bully shit them day. Why you can't just come across somebody that finally sees you? Why you can't just come across somebody that actually respects you? No, it's a trait on me. Nobody got a whole bunch of hoes waiting around no goddamn where. My phone dry. The trait over me. No, for real. A motherfucker be like, damn. You look good. Like, how you ain't got a whole bunch of people just hollering at you the day? Just as I said. I'm going to take it to God. Here's the truth, because if you're not for me, it's okay. I'm going to be all right, though. I swear I'm going to be all right. No, the truth of me. Because this fool starts to express at the end of the day like, damn. You're too good to be true, but I can't keep my eyes off of you. It's the train, Tommy. Get your shit together. No, for real. Everybody not trying to hurt you, stupid. No, for real. Everybody not trying to hurt you. It's the train, told me. I felt that way once upon a time, too. I done been cheated on so goddamn bad. I said, I just want one person. Yes, I'm going to just wait. How about that? Hey. No other trade over me. When you realize that you've been through some shit when it comes to toxic relationships, it's like you got this wall up. Can't nobody see but you. When they got these walls and the same thing, all you gonna do is say, I decided to have boundaries. I love myself. And you ain't gonna play with me. Here's the trade on me. Don't get your ass off. Here's the trade on me. Because you're gonna be fighting yourself. No, for real, a motherfucker gonna be fighting their own self when it comes to what I'm saying. You mean to tell me you was the blessing this whole entire time? Duh, stupid. Hello. No, for real. Because once they realize, like, damn, you mean to tell me you had a conversation with that person? You stupid son of a bitch. You a dummy. How you fuck that? How you fuck that up? How you fumble somebody like that? And you talk about you the problem? No other trait over me. I see why you would be the problem now. No, for real. Because that last relationship that messed you up because you know what? You decide to have one foot in one door, one foot in the other door because you want to have your cake and eat it too. No, a motherfucker will come into your life and be like, you know what? I'm not done being a player. That sound real personal at the end of the day, hater. No, for real, keep it moving. No. Because you know what happened today? When someone good come in their life, they don't want to eliminate what they got in the closet. But they don't want to tell everybody about you either. But they still got you in one foot in one door, one foot in the other door. Here's the trade off me. And as soon as you say, you know what? I'm talking to somebody new. Now this motherfucker want to fight. Oh, what happened? Hello, be on the same page. You crazy. No other trade off me. Because you know why? When they realize they got to value your time and see how you operate, not only you just fine, but you know how to take care of my time. No, that's a trade on me. That sounds real personal, and you a user. You a widow. I gotta go. Leave innocent people alone. You know, ain't a crime being single. No, it ain't. But when the right person walk into your life, I truly hope and pray that you get exactly what you asked for. Healthy love. Because it does exist. With the right person for you. The right person that didn't have to dibble and dabble with sport. The right person that didn't have to have malicious intentions. Someone that wanted to bring balance into your life. And y'all be on the same page. Someone that comes into your life that actually sees you, hears you, respects you with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. Because everybody's deserving of a healthy relationship. Regardless of what prior past you had. And I say that respectfully. You know, it be individuals that can see that a person can have good quality traits regardless to what type of relationship it is at the end of the day. You'd be so surprised how some people in the background will be projecting on that innocent person for them not to get into a relationship. Or because, hold on a second, someone has a beautiful heart. And that type of stuff actually happens. Individuals don't want you to be happier than them. No, that's a trait on me. No, for real. I never understood that. How you in a whole relationship with somebody, worry about someone else's relationship? No, make it make sense. No, for real. You worry about them being happy, but you forgot to ask yourself, what makes you feel that they so entitled when you barely happy? Makes sense. Misery loves company. It's the trait on me. You should not be in a relationship if you gotta ruin someone else's relationship. Stupid. I gotta go. It's one thing being an honest person. And I say respectfully. But individuals will come into individuals' lives and be like, that person's a hoe, a cheater, this and that, or whatever the case may be. Talking about shit they don't know what the fuck they talking about. No, that's a trait on me. That's why you gotta get to know somebody on your own. You know, don't go to no abracadabra tarot reader. No, that's a trait on me. Just go to the person. Hello, you'll be so surprised. Communication is key. I gotta go. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself when I say respectfully. It's currently 38:44. That's how long this video is, and it's currently 1:13 a.m. And I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter, you're worthy. Never give up on yourself because someone overlooked you, and I say respectfully. Have a safe day, evening, week, weekend. You matter, you're worthy. The trade of always be yourself and no messages. Love yourself is not a crime. Peace and respect, some respect, your neighbor. Anyone don't damn you like gotta go there, but don't damn you like stop the violence. Never give up on yourself because someone didn't see potential within you. To the genuine ones with no misintentions, protect your energy, protecting your family. Stay out of trouble. You matter and you are worthy. Gang stalking is real to your household, but when the right people walk into your life, They see you, they hate it, respect you. I would never hurt myself regardless who's threatening my life, who's trying to blackmail me against me, or who's monitoring my every move. And I said it respectfully. Man, woman, child, elderly, or a couple. I do not live in fear and I would never hurt myself regardless who's trying to blackmail me against me. Always be yourself, and I say respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and I'm far from a hater. We all don't pray the same, but respect's a two-way street. When someone ain't for you, listen, they keep it pushing. The real ones, no, for real. They don't got time for that hate group, that jealousy and envy, weird shit. No, 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 no. I gotta go. Always be yourself. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hate to stop the violence in the community. Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hate to stop the violence in the community. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and this video is currently 40 minutes long and 22 minutes. 40, 22. In the shade of me, I gotta go. Loving yourself is not a crime. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. Regardless trying to blackmail me against me at the end of the day. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. To the genuine ones, just because someone know I love you, respect you, protect you, or meet you halfway, never give up on yourself. You poured into the wrong cup. Folks try to throw in your face what happened to your past, but you wasn't running from your reflection when it comes to taking accountability for your actions. Maturing is different. Regardless, they tell lies. At the end of the day, you stand before yourself as the man or woman that you're becoming. Hold on 1 second. Understand that you are worthy. Regardless, when I love you, respect you, protect you, you are worthy of the right people walking into your life to actually see you. And I say that respectfully. You are loved and respected by all the right people. Healing childhood trauma going into your adulthood is not an overnight process, and I say that respectfully, or a race. You're mad and you're worthy. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I know how to give respect when it's due, let alone flowers. I'm far from a hater. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. You mad and you're worthy. It's currently December 22nd, 2005. Loving yourself is not a crime. Gang stalking is real. Individuals will monitor your mail, your packages, reroute it, even steal it at the end of the day, or hold it for their own personal use or whatever the case may be. Monitor your phone calls, monitor your every move. Act like they had conversation with you. Even act like they know you at the end of the day when they don't. How that type of stuff actually happens. Never feel wrong for expressing yourself to the wrong person at the end of the day. And I say it respectfully. Never give up on yourself. You're mad and you're worthy. I'm Naya, genuine respect. I may not make sense to the average person. I may not be entertaining. I would appear to be. But you don't gotta watch me, dumbass. Here's the truth of me. No, you bring your own blood pressure. I gotta go. Hello. I'm Naya, genuine respect. My content, everybody. Have a good day. Stop the boy.